Your soul is your most valuable asset, the core of your being, the essence of who you are. It is the seat of your emotions, thoughts, and will, the foundation from which you operate in the world. When your soul is strong, you move with clarity, make decisions with confidence, and navigate life's challenges with resilience. But when your soul is drained, everything feels heavy, overwhelming, and confusing. You lose sight of your purpose, your energy is depleted, and even the simplest tasks can feel burdensome. That is why protecting your soul is not just a suggestion, it is a necessity. The world is filled with things that drain your soul. Some are obvious, like toxic relationships and harmful habits, but others are subtle and deceptive, creeping in unnoticed until you find yourself exhausted without understanding why. You must become vigilant in identifying these drains because they weaken your ability to function at your highest level. The more you allow them to take hold, the more disconnected you become from your purpose and from the divine wisdom that is meant to guide you. Many people go through life unaware of what is truly depleting them. They feel tired, unmotivated, and stuck, not realizing that their soul has been slowly drained by external and internal forces. They assume that the solution is more rest, more distractions, or more temporary fixes. But true restoration does not come from simply escaping exhaustion. It comes from eliminating the sources that are causing it in the first place. One of the greatest drains on your soul is living a life that is misaligned with your purpose. When you wake up each day and engage in activities that do not fulfill you, that do not align with your values, or that do not bring meaning to your life, your soul suffers. You may be physically present, but internally you feel empty. Many people spend years pursuing things that were never meant for them, chasing careers, relationships, and lifestyles that do not resonate with who they truly are. And over time, this disconnect erodes their sense of self, leaving them feeling lost and unfulfilled. When you are not living in alignment with your divine calling, everything feels like a struggle. Your days become monotonous, your energy is drained, and no amount of external success can fill the void inside you. That is why it is crucial to listen to your soul, to pay attention to what excites and inspires you, and to have the courage to walk away from anything that does not serve your higher purpose. The more aligned you are with what you were created to do, the more energized and fulfilled you will feel. Another powerful drain on the soul is negative relationships. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your energy, mindset, and emotional well-being. If you are constantly around individuals who are pessimistic, manipulative, or emotionally draining, their energy will inevitably affect you. Some people bring life, encouragement, and wisdom into your space, while others bring chaos, doubt, and discouragement. You must be discerning about who you allow access to your soul. Toxic relationships, whether romantic, platonic, or professional, can drain you faster than anything else. They consume your thoughts, disrupt your peace, and leave you feeling emotionally depleted. When you invest in relationships that do not reciprocate love, respect, or support, you are constantly giving without being replenished. Over time, this imbalance wears you down, making it difficult to focus on your own growth and well-being. One of the hardest but most necessary things you can do for your soul is to let go of relationships that no longer serve you. It does not mean you do not love or care about these people. It means you value yourself enough to protect your energy. Surround yourself with those who uplift you, who challenge you to grow, and who bring peace into your life. The right relationships will not drain you. They will empower you. Fear is another silent thief that drains the soul. Fear keeps you trapped in a cycle of doubt, hesitation, and procrastination. It convinces you that you are not capable, not worthy, or not ready to step into your full potential. Many people live their entire lives paralyzed by fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. And the longer you allow fear to dictate your decisions, the more disconnected you become from your own power. Fear does not just drain your energy, it drains your ability to dream, to take risks, and to move forward. It whispers lies that keep you playing small, settling for less, and avoiding the very things that could lead to your breakthrough. But here's the truth. Fear is an illusion. It only has as much power as you give it. The moment you decide to push through fear, to take action despite uncertainty, you begin to reclaim your strength. Overcoming fear is not about eliminating it altogether. It is about refusing to let it control you. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward anyway. Every time you face what scares you, you weaken fear's grip on your soul. And the more you do this, the more freedom and power you will experience in your life. Another major drain on the soul is unresolved pain from the past. Carrying the weight of past trauma, betrayal, or disappointment is like walking through life with a heavy chain around your neck. It exhausts you, limits you, and keeps you stuck in a cycle of emotional distress. Many people try to ignore their pain, pretending it does not exist, but what you suppress does not disappear. It festers. Healing is a necessary part of reclaiming your soul. It requires facing your pain, acknowledging your emotions, and making peace with your past. Forgiveness is a powerful tool in this process, not just forgiving others, but also forgiving yourself. Holding on to resentment, regret, or guilt only deepens the wounds, while releasing them allows your soul to breathe again. Healing is not always easy, but it is always worth it. The journey may require uncomfortable conversations, personal reflection, or even professional guidance. But every step you take toward healing is a step toward freedom. When you release what no longer serves you, you create space for new opportunities, new joy, and new beginnings. A final and often overlooked drain on the soul is a lack of spiritual alignment. No matter how successful, intelligent, or strong you are, if you are not connected to a higher source of wisdom and guidance, you will always feel a sense of emptiness. Your soul was not designed to navigate life alone. It was meant to be nourished by divine truth, sustained by faith, and guided by purpose. Spiritual depletion happens when you neglect your inner world, when you become too busy for reflection, too distracted for prayer, or too consumed by external pursuits to seek deeper meaning. But when you reconnect with your spiritual foundation, everything shifts. You gain clarity, peace, and a renewed sense of direction. Your soul is restored not by external achievements, but by internal alignment with divine wisdom. Reclaiming your soul requires intentionality. It requires daily choices to remove what drains you and to embrace what restores you. It means prioritizing your peace, protecting your energy, and walking in alignment with your highest purpose. It means letting go of what no longer serves you and making room for what truly matters. Your soul is your greatest asset. Treat it as such. Guard it, nurture it, and invest in what strengthens it. The more you prioritize your soul's well-being, the more you will experience a life filled with clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. You are not meant to live drained, exhausted, or disconnected. You are meant to thrive. Choose today to reclaim your power, restore your soul, and step into the fullness of who you were created to be. The 5 greatest drains on your soul: negative relationships, unresolved past wounds, fear, purposeless living, and lack of spiritual alignment must be addressed if you want to reclaim your energy, joy, and divine direction. These drains are not just minor obstacles. They are forces that pull you away from who you were created to be. They sap your strength, distort your perception, and keep you trapped in cycles of exhaustion and confusion. If left unaddressed, they can rob you of the peace and fulfillment that is meant for you. That is why recognizing these soul-draining forces and actively working to remove them is not an option. It is a necessity for anyone who desires to live a full, vibrant, and purposeful life. Negative relationships are among the most powerful forces that can drain your soul. The people you surround yourself with have an undeniable influence on your emotional, mental, and even spiritual well-being. When you are constantly in the company of individuals who bring negativity, drama, or toxicity into your life, it affects your ability to grow and thrive. Some people drain your energy simply by their presence. Their words are discouraging, their actions are selfish, and their mindset is filled with doubt and fear. These individuals do not contribute to your well-being. Instead, they consume your energy and leave you feeling emotionally depleted. Toxic relationships are not always obvious. Sometimes they are disguised as friendships, partnerships, or even family ties that you feel obligated to maintain. But the truth is, no relationship should cost you your peace. If you constantly feel drained, disrespected, or unappreciated in someone's presence, it is a sign that the relationship is taking more from you than it is giving. Love, support, and connection should be reciprocal, not one-sided burdens that leave you empty. The hardest lesson in life is learning that not everyone is meant to walk with you on your journey. There will be people who are part of your past, but cannot go with you into your future. There will be relationships that once served a purpose, but have now become weighty distractions. If you do not have the courage to release these soul-draining connections, they will continue to hold you back from your true potential. Protecting your soul requires surrounding yourself with people who uplift, encourage, and inspire you. It means choosing relationships that pour into you rather than drain you. Unresolved past wounds are another major drain on your soul. Many people carry invisible burdens, pain from childhood, heartbreak from past relationships, disappointments that have never been healed. These wounds may not always be visible, but they manifest in ways that affect every area of life. They influence how you see yourself, how you respond to challenges, and how you interact with others. When pain goes unaddressed, it does not disappear. It lingers beneath the surface, shaping your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Healing is not about forgetting the past. It is about making peace with it. It is about releasing what no longer serves you so that it no longer controls you. Holding on to past wounds is like carrying a heavy bag on a long journey. It slows you down, exhausts you, and prevents you from moving forward. The only way to reclaim your soul is to let go of the weight of old pain. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful tools for healing, not just forgiving others, but also forgiving yourself. Many people are trapped in guilt, shame, or resentment that keeps them stuck in emotional bondage. But the truth is, forgiveness is not about excusing the past. It is about freeing yourself from its grip. It is a choice to release the pain, to reclaim your peace, and to move forward with a heart that is no longer bound by what once hurt you. Fear is another silent but powerful drain on the soul. Fear keeps you trapped in a cycle of hesitation, doubt, and insecurity. It convinces you that you are not capable, not ready, or not worthy of stepping into your full potential. Many people live their entire lives in fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. And the more they allow fear to take root in their minds, the more disconnected they become from their own power. Fear is a thief. It steals opportunities, limits possibilities, and blinds you to the greatness within you. But here's the truth. Fear is an illusion. It only has as much power as you give it. The moment you decide to step beyond fear, to take action despite uncertainty, you begin to reclaim your strength. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward in spite of it. One of the biggest tricks of fear is convincing you to wait until you feel ready. But readiness is not a feeling, it is a choice. If you wait until fear disappears before you take action, you will never move forward. The key to breaking free from fear is action. Every time you face what scares you, fear loses its grip on your soul. The more you push past fear, the more you realize that it was never as powerful as it seemed. Purposeless living is another drain that many do not recognize until they feel empty inside. When you are not living in alignment with your purpose, everything feels like a struggle. Your days become monotonous, your energy is depleted, and no amount of external success can fill the void inside you. Many people spend years pursuing things that were never meant for them, chasing careers, relationships, and lifestyles that do not resonate with who they truly are. Purpose is what fuels the soul. It gives life meaning, direction, and fulfillment. When you wake up each day knowing that your life has a purpose, that you are contributing to something greater than yourself, you feel energized and alive. But when you are disconnected from your purpose, you feel drained, lost, and unmotivated. That is why it is crucial to take time to discover what truly excites and inspires you. The more aligned you are with your purpose, the more energized and fulfilled you will feel. The final drain that must be addressed is a lack of spiritual alignment. No matter how successful, intelligent, or strong you are, if you are not connected to a higher source of wisdom and guidance, you will always feel a sense of emptiness. Your soul was not designed to navigate life alone. It was meant to be nourished by divine truth, sustained by faith, and guided by purpose. Spiritual depletion happens when you neglect your inner world, when you become too busy for reflection, too distracted for prayer, or too consumed by external pursuits to seek deeper meaning. But when you reconnect with your spiritual foundation, everything shifts. You gain clarity, peace, and a renewed sense of direction. Your soul is restored, not by external achievements, but by internal alignment with divine wisdom. Reclaiming your soul requires intentionality. It requires daily choices to remove what drains you and to embrace what restores you. It means prioritizing your peace, protecting your energy, and walking in alignment with your highest purpose. It means letting go of what no longer serves you and making room for what truly matters. Your soul is your greatest asset. Treat it as such, guard it, nurture it, and invest in what strengthens it. The more you prioritize your soul's well-being, the more you will experience a life filled with clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. You are not meant to live drained, exhausted, or disconnected. You are meant to thrive. Choose today to reclaim your power, restore your soul, and step into the fullness of who you were created to be. True restoration comes not just from removing what depletes you, but from actively replenishing your soul with wisdom, faith, intentionality, and connection to a higher calling. It is enough to simply identify what drains you and cut it away. You must replace it with something greater, something that breathes life back into you and aligns you with the path you were meant to walk. Restoration is an ongoing process, a daily commitment to nurturing your inner being, feeding your mind and spirit with truth, and making choices that bring you closer to your divine purpose. Wisdom is one of the most powerful forces of restoration. The soul is strengthened not just by experience, but by the ability to learn from that experience and apply its lessons with discernment. Many people go through hardship, but not all grow from it. Wisdom is what separates those who remain stuck in cycles of struggle from those who rise above them. It is the ability to see beyond immediate circumstances, to understand the deeper meaning behind life's challenges, and to navigate them with clarity and confidence. Wisdom is not gained through passive living. It requires an active pursuit. It demands that you seek knowledge, ask questions, reflect deeply, and remain open to learning. It requires humility, the willingness to admit that you do not have all the answers, and that growth is a lifelong journey. True wisdom is not found in arrogance, but in a teachable spirit, one that listens, observes, and discerns. When wisdom becomes a priority in your life, your soul is no longer easily shaken by external events. You become rooted in understanding, able to withstand the storms of life with grace and foresight. Faith is another pillar of restoration. Without faith, the soul is left vulnerable to fear, doubt, and uncertainty. Life is unpredictable, and challenges will come, but faith is the anchor that keeps you steady in the midst of chaos. Faith is not blind optimism. It is the deep, unshakable trust in something greater than yourself. It is the belief that even when you cannot see the full picture, there is a purpose behind every moment, every hardship, and every lesson. Faith restores the soul because it shifts the focus from what is seen to what is unseen. It allows you to move forward even when circumstances seem impossible. It gives you the strength to keep going when logic says to quit. The most resilient people are not those who have never faced hardship, but those who have chosen to trust beyond what they can see. Faith is the fuel that keeps the soul alive, the assurance that no matter what happens, you are being guided towards something greater. Intentionality is another key to restoration. You cannot restore your soul by living passively, simply hoping that things will get better on their own. Restoration requires deliberate action. It means being mindful of what you consume, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It means setting boundaries with people and situations that drain you. It means choosing daily practices that nourish your inner world, whether through prayer, meditation, reflection, or meaningful connection. Living with intentionality means making decisions that align with your values and purpose. Too often, people allow life to happen to them rather than taking control of their direction. They fall into routines that do not serve them, engage in conversations that bring no value, and invest their energy in things that leave them feeling empty. But when you live intentionally, every action, every word, and every relationship becomes purposeful. You begin to move through life with clarity and direction, no longer wasting time on things that do not contribute to your growth. One of the most important aspects of restoration is connection to a higher calling. Every soul longs for purpose, for a reason to wake up each day with passion and motivation. Without a sense of purpose, life feels hollow, no matter how much success or material wealth one accumulates. True fulfillment does not come from external achievements, but from knowing that your life has meaning, that you are part of something bigger than yourself. A higher calling is not always about career or public recognition. It is about impact. It is about using your gifts, your experiences, and your lessons to contribute to the world in a meaningful way. When you are aligned with your purpose, your soul feels alive. You no longer feel like you are merely existing. You feel like you are thriving. You understand that every experience, whether good or bad, has shaped you for a reason, preparing you to step into the role you are meant to fulfill. Restoring your soul means aligning your life with your higher calling. It means being intentional about how you spend your time, who you surround yourself with, and what you allow into your mind and heart. It means making choices that bring you closer to peace, clarity, and spiritual fulfillment. It means understanding that true restoration is not a destination, but a journey, one that requires daily commitment and conscious effort. The world will always have distractions, pressures, and temptations that seek to pull you away from your purpose. There will always be moments of exhaustion, discouragement, and doubt. But restoration is about learning how to return to your center, how to replenish what has been depleted, and how to move forward with renewed strength. It is about making self-care a priority, not as an indulgence, but as a necessity for living a life of impact and fulfillment. True restoration is not just about feeling better in the moment. It is about building a life that sustains you for the long run. It is about making choices that honor your well-being, your purpose, and your spiritual alignment. It is about surrounding yourself with wisdom, strengthening your faith, living with intentionality, and embracing the calling that has been placed upon your life. When you commit to this journey of restoration, you will find that you are no longer easily drained by the challenges of life. You will discover a deeper well of strength within you, one that allows you to rise above adversity, to walk in confidence, and to live each day with a sense of fulfillment and purpose. You will understand that restoration is not just about healing from the past. It is about building a future that reflects the fullness of who you were created to be,